Hello, 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 and welcome to another One Lion of Code. I am One Lion. Happy Wednesday to you. Hope you're having a fantastic day today. I forgot to do stuff with the things. Copy. Pasta. Hi, welcome in. So today we are just going to continue on with where we left off on Monday, and that was we started doing, or mostly finished, I guess, the responsive first breakpoint. I said first, and TBD said first, and lurk. Thank you so much for the lurk. So yeah, I was looking at this, and I'm like, maybe we should just keep it like this for the 1920 by 1080 breakpoint. So everything above it, above 1920 by 1080, will look like this. And then everything from, what are you, 768 to 1920, or to 1080. Wait, yeah, to 1920 will look like this. So what I need to do here is to move the backgrounds. Track transactions background. Oh yeah, that was right. Anyway, track transactions background needs to move up. Yeah. Something like this, maybe. Maybe a little higher. Yeah. Yeah. And then the everything, oh, I should have just moved everything else up with it because the other things wouldn't have changed height. Only the hero section would have changed height. Excuse me, I didn't. I was going to say, didn't I grab the footer background? No, I did not. Okay, and then you shrink it. Okay, and we are done with the 1920 breakpoint. So now the 768 breakpoint, so less than or equal to 768 is what we want to do next. And here you can see I've already started the work to make it vertical, to make these this section vertical. Still need to decide how exactly it should look though. And then definitely this needs to change. Oh, I moved it to the left. It's no longer above. It's over here. Would it still make sense to put these in vertical cards side by side? Let's see what that looks like. You've nothing left to lose. So let's change you to put these three things, the deposits, payments, and transfers, into a frame. Add layout, make it horizontal, and change the size of the picos. All of the picos, please. Pico, pico, pico. Go something like this. Oh man, those texts, this is set you to fill. Set you to fill. And apparently I let me see what fill. So then you need to wrap. Fill. And that is ugly. Let's see it in context. Yeah, before we do that, let's set the container that these guys are in to card container to a fixed height. That way we can set the 3 items in there to fill height. You, and you. Okay, now let's see that in context, which would be small. Track transactions section. Are you track transactions? You are. Do size 3. And that looks like this. And then in context, I'll turn you. Wait, you should have updated. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. How dare. Okay, there we go. Too quiet music. I want more of you. Why didn't you update? It's really hard when the hero section is massive. I need to make a small hero section. Okay, so for the small hero section, this would mean that we're looking at a viewport that is too narrow. So we should definitely change the size of the image for 1. And then the width between them. Dang it. Why aren't you? You're fixed. Just fill container for now, please. Thank you. And then we'll fix you. Okay. So when it is this small, nope, you. Which I didn't name. And that's the wrong one anyway. It's you. Small. Wait. Okay. So now you... I just need to stay this zoomed out so I don't have to keep moving the mouse around everywhere. You are small, but small is still not small enough. How do I reset this thingy here? Reset changes. Thank you. Okay, it'll get better in a second, but let's just look at this. The picture is obviously too big. So I don't know that we're going to be able to have a preview of the app in mobile version. What do, where's my phone? Hold on. Actually, we don't even need to get that. Screw it. I don't want my phone near me right now. Last time I had my phone near me. This browser is what I'm looking for. Let's go to some financial institution. Like FAFSA. Fidelity. Wells Fargo. I would go to what used to be Mint because I really liked their design, but what it's become, I am not a fan of. I mean, it's still Intuit that's that owns it, whatever the word is, but I'm not a fan of it anymore. I really, really, really liked Mint. Why did they have to get rid of it? I think they got rid of it completely now. Let me just double check. Actually, I'm going to log in using my other browser. Yeah, Mint has shut down. And now it is Credit Karma. Well, I don't know. I don't mind their landing page. Let's see what that looks like on here too. So Credit Karma. Okay, so what we want to do is look at all of these in magic mode. Whoa. Oh, this one is terrible. Oh, this is nice. I like this right here. You are up here. All right, I'm gonna refresh just in case. Yep, that one is right. Yeah, and this one was just responsive. This one just worked. Good job, Fidelity. I like yours. Okay, so they did this thing where the hero image is beneath their main call to action slash headline. So what if yeah, look at this. This is kind of what I'm looking at wanting to do for the vertical view. Yeah. A picture, the title, and then the information about it, and then you have another call to action. And you have a call to action with each of them. And they probably all go to the same place too. Spend, save, overview. Oh, trading overview. So they are different functionalities in their app. Retirement overview. Some kind of contact. We might have to consider that. For the thing that they had there, what are these? No, I thought that these were word. What's the word I'm looking for? Success stories. I thought that these were success stories, but these are still more features of their app. Man. Clap. I really like their design. Except for, you know, this part, the green. Make that purple. All right, Wells Fargo. Again, I do like that they have this sectioned off area that's not a hard border at the bottom. Hello for real back, TBD Gamer. Fantastic stream this morning. Shout out to TBD Gamer. So if you guys don't know TBD Gamer, he is doing game dev on Mondays and Tuesdays. He's learning Godot, making a top-down shooter. Very fun looking game. And then on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, he works on an app called Liquid Sky, which is a management app, project management app / project planning app. I think he's been calling it more that lately. So I'll call it a project planning application instead, if that's more correct to say it that way. But yeah, check out his streams. He streams at 7 a.m. Eastern time, which is UTC -4 currently. And he goes for about 2 hours-ish. Often he goes 2.5 hours, or somewhere between 2 and 2.5 hours. It's a whole thing. But definitely check him out. He also has I'm very chatty. Like, we do 2 things. That's why, like, I try to start the stream off super fast and get into the actual design part of this, because I know that I'm just gonna chat with you guys pretty quickly into the stream, and I have no problem with that, just like you don't. I know you don't. I have no problem with it. And so we do about a total of anywhere between 5 and 20 minutes of work per stream. So anyway, matters not. But yeah, I really like Fidelity's thing. What I was going to say though is check out his Discord. Feel free to put your Discord link in here. He posted a question or a situation. I don't know what you want to call it. He posed a question. I'll just say it that way, because that's the easiest way for me to think of if his community, which includes most of you, if not all of you, are interested in having a Ask Me Anything more directed style community day type conversation about Liquid Sky, about the application that he is working on. And so, yeah, just check him out. Check. Do the checking. TBD. Do I have a command? Let's make a command. We're gonna make a command right now. Right meow. Easiest way for me to do that is SQL Server Management Studio. Because my bot, I have not given the ability to add commands either through chat nor through the UI that I created for it. I started to, but then I dropped that and did other things. If I may, I'll post a variation of my post in your Discord. Cool. So yeah, so check out my Discord and whatever channel you feel like putting it in. Announcements, events, wherever. Whatever makes sense to you. I definitely encourage. I encourage you to advocate for yourself, self-promote, etc. I think it would be a great conversation. Like, you had great conversation today. Wow. I kept turning my headphones up more and more because I wanted to hear the music. Oh, I heard the music. Hello, Apocalypse. Thanks for the extra bits for the giant emo. Oh, man. Oh. Once it cools down, we'll do a shout out for Irish John Games, where that emote comes from. That's way more disturbing at that scale. There you go. If you don't know Irish John Games, he is publishing, or not publishing, he is making a game called Rise of Piracy. It's a real-time strategy RTS game where you get to sail the high seas and capture places, e-commerce, do e-commerce and trade, and all of the fun things that you would do in a game. It plays a lot like Mount and Blade, or Mountain Blade, except with pirate ships, is how he typically talks about it. You can see it on Michael Poe's. I think it's still in the banner. Combat Patrol, is that like air combat? Anyway, here it is, right here. So you can see it on Microprose. Microprose is his publisher. They are going to publish his game when he is ready to release. And he is doing a lot of work, a lot of bug fixing right now, cleaning up, polishing, making it look amazing, more amazing than it already does. You can also see it on Steam. I recommend going to it through this link here that is in chat, because that'll take you straight to the store page for it. And if you are not signed in the browser, there's this magic button up here that will open up your desktop client for Steam, where you can hit wishlist if you haven't already. I have, it's just that I'm not signed in this browser. And that is Rise of Piracy. So where did I put my SQL Server Management Studio? Speaking for John. Thank you so much for the SO. You're welcome, Turn. What server is... Oh gosh, what server did I put my bot on? Somebody made a noise, but I can't see. Oh, it was right there. Are you telling me that Visual SQL Server Management Studio has an update? Oh. Okay, cool. Oh, where was I? We were working on getting logged into the right SQL server, which I hope is ngSQL, so that we can update the bot. Automated Realms bot, tables, bot commands. I'm just going to do it this way because lazy. And we're going to have ourselves a TDD command. Do I already have one? Did I already do this? The answer is no, I did not. Amazing app developer. He also dabbles in Godot currently. He's also dabbling Anyway, if you have actual verbiage you want me to use here, please let me know and I'll update this. To learn to make his dream game. Check him out Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern. UTC -4 currently. I'm going to need to update that. Doubtful. HTTPS, Twitch, TV, TBD, Gamer Extraordinaire. Oops, I forgot a whole bunch of fields. Global cooldown, we can do this as often as we want, but I'll go ahead and put 5 and 15. Anyone. I hope that means anyone. Usage count starts at 0. No arguments. Command action type is text. I'm assuming that's what 2 means. Oh, that's probably what's going on with coin flip. It's not text. It's supposed to run a command. Anyway, not disabled. Why does that say disable count? True. We don't need to keep track of how often we shout them out. Unless you want us to. Yes, it is enabled. And are you going to autofill? No. 24, 06, 26. Today is the 26th. I have no idea how I was able to just type that. I know that I recently looked at the date, but I don't know how many times I look at the date and then still ask, what day is it? Okay, so I'm going to keep that open in case we were going to add any more shoutouts. I do also want to go to Stream Elements real quick. Stream Elements. It is Stream Elements that I use, right? Yeah. Log me in. And we will add you to the timers. Amy, Danny. Yeah, I need to add a whole bunch of people to this that I haven't. Eagle hasn't really been streaming lately, but he still does have B Unit, and I do want people to check out B Unit. Fantastic stuff. Broken Sword has definitely not streamed in a million billion years, so we'll put you in place of him. Yeah, I want to add everyone to this. Like Tyndall and Irish. Well, we should have Irish John Games in the game shout out. Yeah, I'll go ahead and add Tyndall. I'm going to forget when I make his command too. But I'm just going to put Tyndall. Yeah. But I mean, I understand that they're busy. I've come very close to stopping my streams for extended periods of time because busy. But I kept persevering. Extraordinaire? I have no idea how to spell extraordinaire. Why am I trying to spell extraordinaire? Extraordinaire. I was really close though. I did the same thing. Returning was a good choice. It's helping my mental as well. I can't say that it's helping my mental state fully. It's definitely giving me the there was a need that I had that you guys are filling, which is to be able to communicate and talk with fellow developers about topics that I am interested in talking about. But as far as my mental state, this gives me so much anxiety. And hello, Foolish Snubble. No, I pushed shift spacebar. Oh my gosh. And now I need to push F2. Twitch TV. Tyndall. 5:15:102. True. Today. Okay, I have a command for Tyndall now. Automated realms. Refresh commands. Oh, please be awake. Oh, thank goodness. So let's test this one out. Yay! And this one? Yay! TBD says, I'll take the nervousness and fear I get for the reward of being able to talk about cool topics and writing code. I love writing. Yes. It's better than documenting poorly written PHP code. I will not rag on you for PHP. I promise. I will just lament and have sympathy and commiserate. Although I can't really commiserate because I don't do PHP myself, but you know what I mean. I will feel your plight. I hit apply on a couple jobs this week. Yeah, you told us when you were hitting apply on the jobs yesterday during your, or Monday during your hour-long meeting or whatever it was. 1 rejection already. That is okay though. There are a million jobs out there for .NET development, and I'm sure you're gonna find one. Or Angular, especially Angular, actually. At least in Sogeti, it made it seem like one of the most popular UI frameworks to go with is Angular. There were a lot of teams and other clients that my regional manager, is that what they're called? I already forget. Were talking to me about and seeing if I would be interested in working with them. And most of them were Angular and or going from Angular to Blazor, which is what the primary project was that I was working on. And that was fun. It was a lot of fun. Yay, you posted it. So it's in announcements. If you are interested in seeing it, check out the announcements that TBD Gamer just put up. Cool. I'm gonna do a super reaction, whatever they're called. Super reaction. What is the super reaction gonna be though? Mod abuse. I have a bunch from Fruity Loops now. I was about to say Fruity Studio, FL Studio, Fruity Loops, whatever. Because I joined their Discord. I struggle so much with emojis. Let's just go with this one. Submitted a membership request to the .NET Foundation this week and got accepted. So another Discord there. Congratulations. Awesome though. That's still really cool. Are you going to be contributing then? Oops, I just clicked. That's hilarious. So I just finished the thing, the responding in Discord, and then I clicked on this, which is what I've been working on all morning, which is order management. And that covered up chat. Anyway, it was hilarious because it was just automatic that I'm like, all right, responded to whatever message in Discord. Now I'm back to work. I'm responding to so much lately. Are you on the board now? Not on the board. I don't need work like that, but I will pay attention to the committees. I think it's time to see if I can get more involved in things. Very cool. Awesome. Okay, so I am looking at these 3 sites. Ugh, disgusting. To see if I can get some inspiration for how we can change around our landing page, which currently looks like this on ultra wide. Lots of white space, lots of pictures. This on 1080, which is just a smaller hero section and smaller text, I think. And then on mobile, or I'm sorry, on 768 is what I'm looking at currently. So one of the things that we could do is to make this vertical as well, which means that you are no longer filling, but you can hug content so that we can actually see the stuff. Oops. That's weird. Why didn't your text? Oh, wait, where did the text go? Because content left is now content top and it is squished. Why did you squish it? That's really weird. Okay, and then we'll have the picture stay fixed and then we will squish you down like this. Yeah, like this. And then you are all going to be top center. Good. So what does that look like? Why didn't you automatically change size? And why aren't you centered? So hero, we need to reset you, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so consider being on a narrower screen. Does this look okay? Ugh, no. No, it does not. What if I swapped? Which one is on top? No, I don't need to go anywhere to do that. I should just be able to find it in here. Yeah? That's you. Okay, and then we'll just give you some padding on top. I did it again. Why didn't that add it? That was supposed to add a new property. Oh, it did. Good. Okay, it's just that these two. Actually, it's because I wanted to call this something different. Vertical. Cool. Yeah, this is definitely not going to work, especially if this is going to be the breakpoint for this size. You guys are going to have to be stacked. And on top of that, your font size does need to be smaller now. Okay, so back to life, back to reality. Stop that. That's not even funny. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm going to scoot you up like this. We're going to give you a top and bottom padding of 16. Yeah, so if this is a picture of the actual application and then the get finances on track statement, and I really do I like the padding here. So I am going to make the actual content itself have that padding. Do I want to put it inside of here though? I think I want to do the padding like this. Maybe just a little bit more. Okay. Cool. And then I have to fix those, but we need to figure out some font sizes for this. So this is 100% zoom. And we're still looking at desktop. This isn't quite mobile yet. So this is if you happen to make your browser window this narrow as you're viewing it on desktop. It's kind of crazy though. What happened to the background? It's there. Track transactions. That's so weird. Oh, because the background attachment. No, that doesn't make sense. Oh, right. What happens if I keep you at angled? I like that. So I was thinking for the smaller screens, I would want to have the background on a more horizontal type of look, but I think I still like it at the angle like this. I just want to offset it a bit. Yeah. Okay, and then I'll grab these, move them up. And like I said, I don't think we're going to keep this orientation horizontal. So let's go ahead and change that. And then I really don't like it. Whoa. Wait. Wait, what? That makes no sense. Or does it? I can't tell. What are you doing? Yeah. Supposedly, this background was going down to a million miles away. I mean, this is going to change anyway as we continue finagling. Yeah, man, it's really hard for me to visualize this without actually scrolling through. Right, I did say that I was going to make the font smaller for this size. So is there anyone that is going to let me do this in one shot? Excuse me. No. No, you guys will not. So everything that is a title is going to change to let's try 28 first. That is rather small, but that's only because we're zoomed out so far. And then anything that's a subtitle is currently 24. I'm not angry at 24, but let's see what happens if we make it a little smaller. Such as in 22. Why are you not doing what you're supposed to do, dear sir or madman? And again, this is probably throwing some people, I mean, it's throwing me off. I don't want to say if it's throwing you off or not, but it's throwing me off. Having the old applications UI in here, it's like, it's not really representative of the final thing. And so it's like, I keep seeing it and I'm like, I really want to update those. We should stop here and fix those first. But no, we're gonna keep going. We are. Okay, that said, I probably want to do those font size changes over here instead. And actually, no. Actually, you know what? Actually, what I should be able to do is for this hero component, push changes to I can't. Do I have to be on the thing that I actually changed? I thought that I could push changes to the parent component. There's probably a button for that. Reset. Select matching layers. Patch. Yeah, I totally thought And your font sizes yet again are 28 for these. And 622 for these. Oops, or 2. Yeah, that's close. It's really close. It's, in fact, we should just keep it. Then to fix my left and right issues, I'm gonna do this to both of you. Actually, I'm gonna have the both of you fill horizontally. That's better. That's better. Okay, and then the both of the, or all three of these are gonna need, either all three of these are gonna need a call to action button, or the end of this section needs a call to action button. I haven't quite decided. So you, reset, you, nope. And that was, how do I slurp this thing? There. Reset. You. Reset. You. Reset. Okay, so all of you should follow your parents. Follow your parents' instructions and you will live to see at least 3 years old. Could be wrong. I could be overestimating. Strange not seeing Duke in stream. Yeah. He's been through a lot this year. It's craziness. I hope things have gotten better for him. All right. You also need a 30, 28, 22. Oh my goodness. And fill container. You can't fill container. For what reason? Because your container doesn't have auto layout? Yes, it does. Header doesn't have auto layout. That worked. I still want you to have auto layout though. Why can't you have auto layout? Can I turn this into a frame? Nope. It is a frame. Why can't I add auto layout? Because you aren't the main component. Cool. Fixed width on you. This top section gets auto layout. Give us a gap. 1 font height. And you fill. And you fill. And you, dear sir or madman, will reset. Okay. Then we can change your font size to 28. Your font size to 22. And why are you suddenly vertically centered? What? As I told you to be vertically centered? Why would I do that? I mean, it's a good reason. Contents vertically. Contents vertically. All right, one more reset. And resize. I keep doing that with my mouse. Help? Can somebody please help me? Okay. And the gap between the two of you needs to be smaller. But only on... Oh my goodness, why can't I change the gap between those two? Like I can see it here. Where's my gap? Okay. And then these pictures here. I need to make smaller. Well, can't I do that? By scaling them? I don't think so. Not in this instance. I have to figure out what to do with that. I'm not 100% sure how to resize these because they're part of the main component. And then finally, oh, and then we gotta apply that to you, which we kind of are, so good. What's going on with you? Why are you so... Oh. Snap already. Right, and then I gotta change the vertical padding. Oh, duh. I was doing it for all of the... What am I thinking? Your variant is called size because it matters. Small. And your vertical padding is 16. I think we had this at something like 36. We had you at 38. You at... Nope, we had you at 28. Right, and then I gotta do the font sizes for the medium. Oh my gosh, I remember. I know how to do this. You don't have to tell me. Jeez, guys. I know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. What just happened? Why did you do that? Why are you doing that? Please don't do that. Children. Children. Just go top left for now. Oops. I did the wrong ones. Wait, no, I didn't. You and you. Top left. Yeah, why? Why are you changing size? Because there's an auto layout on you? No, there isn't. Yeah, this is very odd. Oh, I see. I think it's because, no, that's a lie. It looked like the width and height were set to fill, but they aren't. I'm not sure help is available. Okay, let's just make you the size that we want, which is 480 width. Constraint. And so you are 480 unconstrained. Let's just make you an even 300. 40 by 300. 480 by 300. And it still changed size. Right. Here's my next idea. Let us ungroup you. And then regroup you. And then we can move around the individual. Yeah. I mean, it's still really weird that it's moving both of them. But whatever. It did what it was supposed to do in the end. All right. That was an adventure. So you and you. Wait, why is one smaller than the other? You should both be the same size. One leg is both the same. Okay, and then footer. I need more stuff for the footer. I just have no idea what to put in it. All right, so footer. Hey, footer. You are currently centered, but I need one where the footer content itself. Yeah, I know. I'm really close to doing the landing page. Maybe we'll just interrupt the rest of it. Oops. Maybe we'll interrupt the rest of it and just implement the landing page and then say the UI is good enough. This is all we can manage. No, I wouldn't do that. I can't do that. Oh. Yeah, it is this. I can't set that to auto, but I can set it to 0, which doesn't do anything for me at the moment. Because center. No. I don't know what just happened. First of all, you, Signori logo, need to not scale. Is that you? Come on. Yeah, I think for this size, I should be able to put main info as auto layout. Good. We'll do it top. This stuff on the right can have auto layout with a padding top. Just to offset it. Now, can we make you fill container? We can. Oh yeah, and then container has padding. Perfect. And then this thingy, the gap in between, is the thing that I set to auto. That way, when I use this one, and we're going to call this variant condensed. And we're going to call this one fixed. And then we're going to call this style. Because changing names is what I do. Condensed. Okay. So, heading back to you, and we change you to your footer. Condensed. Look at that. Okay. And then we change the overall size of this thingy. Fit content. Oh, I keep doing that. Shouldn't you just be able to hug? Apparently not. Just kidding. Okay, so we have large desktop, medium desktop, small desktop. And then mobile. Can we just quit here? It's like you know what you're doing. Not even close. I appreciate the positive reinforcement. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to start with here is creating a... Oh, crap. I was supposed to do that here, wasn't I? Okay. Is creating a mobile layout. Oh, itchy. Oh, this is where... No, it was on Thindle Stream. Never mind, just kidding. I was going to say, well, Snubble was there. And I think you were there too, TBD, weren't you? I don't know who was where when. Anyway, there was a conversation where everyone was joking about being full of themselves. And I was like, I'm not critical of myself, I just never argue. I just explain why I'm right. Anyway, this shirt is where that came from. Just turn it into auto layout and give it a padding in between. Okay, mobile version. Mobile version. What are font sizes for mobile versions? I guess you can't really see all of the shirt. I wonder if you can even read that small text. Whatever. It's a great thing. And the thing is that I can't say never. I tend not to do it on purpose. It's just what happens. And the phrasing that I use, which even then, it's not even my phrasing. It's a phrase that's used for my personality type, my Enneagram personality type, and it's called reframing. So I don't necessarily admit to being wrong or, say that what I'm telling you is wrong. I just keep reframing until what I'm telling you is exactly what you're trying to say, and be like, see, I was saying that all along. I just never catch myself doing it early enough to stop myself. Gosh, that's hard to admit. Yeah, so we're going to do hamburger. We are going to show title. Ooh, I don't have a version of this where show title is true. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Do I have the hamburger on the right with the show title? Oh, ew. I really didn't make very many options for myself with this. Oh, I could just update it. Okay. Hello, Rob Lang. Oh my gosh. How are you doing on this fantastic, wonderful, magnanimous Wednesday? I was about to say Monday. I can remember the day of the month, but I can't remember the day of the week. Magnanimous. Guys, if you have not checked out Rob Lang Dev, you should definitely check him out. It's hot here in the UK. Otherwise, I'm all good. How are you? I struggle to answer that honestly today. When someone asks me how I'm doing, I need to answer honestly because they are being kind enough to ask. First of all, let me give you a quick shout out. Shout out Rob Lang Dev. I honestly don't know what you work on. I know you do Unity stuff, but I don't know what your game is. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Oh my gosh. How could I forget? I don't know what the point of your game is, but I know that I love watching your streams while you're working on it. It's because it's been like a million billion years since you last. I love the way your game looks. It is awesome. Let me bring up your most recent stream. And we'll do a clip so people can hear you. Look at this. Oh yeah. Ladybird. I'm in America and I called it a ladybird. I love to stream, but family commitments make it tricky. Understandable. Absolutely understandable. If you ever do stream and I'm able to catch it, I love to watch. I had to click on the thing because there was a notification. Thindle is streaming. I just now noticed that Tendal is streaming. He's been streaming pretty much every day this week so far, since he got back from the game conference. Oh man. I love watching people work in Unity. So good. Anyway, let's do a proper clip as well. And then I will still keep dodging your question of how I'm doing.
The stream window. I don't know how I managed that. That's that one there. It's not that one. Yes. I must have closed it. Let me open that up in this one. Why would I have closed it?
The reason everyone does,
Just
that's
abandoned.
why.
Just complete abandon. I have no idea how to move around Twitch. It's hilarious. It's like my channel.
Me either.
It's hilarious. It's like my channel. It's hilarious.
Whoa. What was that? I'm guessing you opened your stream and it was coming through the your audio. We only got a couple seconds of it, but I'm sure the clip just kept going for all of it. Anyway, looking forward to the next time you are able to stream, but please don't feel any pressure. Don't feel like, we're angry at you for not streaming. It's just really cool times hanging out with you when you do stream. And then they clipped it. New bear. That's fine. I am going to be a noob all of my life, my entire life. At least I hope I am. Okay. Yes. So, still acting like you didn't ask me how I'm doing, and we're moving back to Figma. So, check this out. So, this part I can admit, I am doing fantastic because of making progress on this. There's only one piece left, and that is to do the mobile view. Get that placed in this landing page. Oh, I see. Let's do it this way then. Here. I said come here. Outside of that. Fine, just delete. Forget you then. What? Landing pages, mobile, delete, paste to replace. Perfect. Okay, and then we resize horizontally to fit, and then we resize the container vertically to fit. Gefilte fish. I'm gonna leave some space at the bottom. All right, last one. Form factor mobile, landing page, size 4, and size 4 is going to be mobile. So let's name you mobile. And I'm gonna treat tablets as medium screen, or maybe even small screen if they're in landscape. Yeah, because I think it's still gonna fit fine for tablets like that. But man, I'm really liking how the background is fitting on this. Maybe it looks a little cluttery if I look at it too hard. It's kind of busy right here. Oh. we'll look at it a little closer. Are you handling different pixel per inch? So the good thing about modern web dev is that you don't have to worry about PPI as much, because when you do your units in CSS, it treats a pixel as more than just one dot, you know? So like one pixel on a display is different sizes depending on what your pixel density is. But I believe in CSS, one pixel should appear the same on every single display. So if you have a 1 pixel horizontal line, it should look the same regardless of what display you're looking at. I could be completely wrong about this, and we're going to find out for sure when we actually, I am thinking of deploying this, so we'll be able to see it. Yeah, I even, like, the place that I ran into that was on the desktop app that I was working on with my previous job. And I wanted to make sure that we had the right pixel density when we resized the window and when we displayed on different displays that were all connected to the same computer and everything, and you were moving between displays, and I didn't want the size of the app to change as you're moving. So it's like, as long as you're using pixel units, I think points is different. Points is what would break that. But when you're using pixels, I'm pretty sure that it keeps the same visual for it. Yeah. Does that make sense? Like if I move this window from my 1080p monitor to my 4K monitor, 1 pixel is still visually the same amount of space on the screen or something. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. We'll look at it though. It's something to keep in mind. Talking out of my nose. Cool. Are you ever planning on going back? I'm going to see what this background looks like if I make it smaller. Like the thing that I do have to focus on is font size for this. What is this? The gradient for this. Why did that move? Is it really that high? Is that what's going on with you? Is that why you're being weird? Oh my gosh. That's why you're being weird. Good gravy. Gravy that is good. Fixed. Kinda don't like it that close. We'll see if that's still gonna be a thing in the future. What is this? The background. Great. There. Oof. Okay. Come with me if you want to live. Oh, master. And in contents go on up. It does make sense. Yep. All All right, that title though. Okay, this background, I want to know what it looks like if I make it smaller. And horizontal. Yeah, and horizontal. Nothing. It does nothing. Why? It should look like this. Is something else sitting on top of you? Oh, yes. Wait, no. But my guess is that it pasted a little bit higher than I wanted it to. So... oh my gosh. Excuse me. Please following my mouse. My mouse has something nice for you. Hello, Black Arrow. How are you doing? What's up? Even though Dukasoft isn't here, his bot is still doing an amazing job of greeting our new chatters. I am doing fantastic at the moment because of being able to move on to the last part of this, or so I hope it's the last part of this, which is the mobile view of our redesign. So what we are currently working on is our stream project, which is this financial management tracker. And what was that happened was that we did all of the initial design and development, and it looked like this. Main page. So the app currently looks like this. If you cloned it from that GitHub repo and you ran it, it would look like this, except without the header, because that wasn't there before. And what we were mainly focused on while we were developing it was the functionality, getting it up and running, minimum viable product, essentially. Which nobody ever says the full phrase. I don't know why I just said it. It's like GSW, man. So made the MVP. It works. It does everything we want it to do. And now what we're doing is taking the time to redesign the user interface, make it look like an actual product that people would want to use. And we're currently working on the landing page. And so the initial redesign of the landing page looks like this for ultra wide monitors, this for medium to small viewports, this for small to mobile viewports, essentially, and then this for mobile and below. And as you can see, we're still working on the actual mobile layout. And I want you to be wider. I don't think I'm going to be able to visualize this without making the text, the font size changes, and the everything else. So yeah, typically what we do on this stream is application development and not design, but I did want to gain some UI design skills, and so we are acting as if this was a client that approached us that said, I have this application that's in use, we like how it works, but we don't like how it looks. Can you please redesign the UI? We'll have someone else implement the UI. So once we're done with this design, then our part of the job will be done. And then the client will go to the developer and say, okay, UI developer, take this design and implement it. And this is pretty much what I did for my previous job. There was someone else that created a redesign for an existing application. Step 2 is wearing a beret and scarf. Yes. Old Peter. Someone else did a redesign of an existing application for the client, and I was supposed to, not supposed to, what I did while I was there was I took that design and implemented it in, yeah, in that app, and it was fun. It was cool. So I don't know. I think that this is just gonna not work. I really thought that I would be switching between the angled gradient in the background to this horizontal one as I got to smaller screens, because the gradient didn't look good at an angle. But as I'm looking at it, I'm probably just going to want a smaller version of this angled gradient, even for mobile. So I'm going to see what that looks like real quick. Background. Oh, well, that kind of worked. I don't know, maybe I'll change the content size first. Let's do that first. See what happens. Hug vertically. Weird, you're hugging vertically, but you probably have padding. Right. Yeah, I like that better. Okay. So we'll get back to that. So because this here, and I have to remind myself that's why I'm saying this out loud, but for anyone that is new here, every single one of these contents inside of here is coming from the component, which is one level up, which is a combination of multiple components, but for that specific form factor. So here is a footer component that has stay in place regardless of how narrow or wide. It's always going to have this much distance in between the content. And then the one that is hug the content so that as you make it narrower or wider, the stuff splits apart evenly or at the distance that I want it to, I guess. Same thing for this section. For all of the sections, they just have different sizes. So I was thinking that I could somehow use this. Still for the mobile view, but does that really make sense to do on such a small screen? We should maybe make the large font size for mobile 24. And then the regular font size, or the subtitle font size 18. No more meetings, TBD Gamer. I almost called you Dukasoft. Meeting on how we screw up deployment on an almost daily basis. Sorry, I mean meeting on how we manage deployments. All right. I hope you're able to have a productive meeting and that it goes well. And I have no idea why you guys are not set to fill container. Dude. Dude, bro. Bro, dude. Okay, so you guys are the bigger font size, which I said was what? 24? I think. Excuse me, are you 24? Yeah, okay. And then the content font size, or the slightly larger content font size, is 18. And this way, you guys stay fixed height, and then we'll just fit you to the tallest. Yeah, I still think that this isn't gonna work on mobile. This is the full size right here. That is definitely not gonna work for mobile. And so they're gonna have to be stacked just like they are here. I just have to make them smaller. Okay, I tried. And then hug contents vertically. Should be good to go. Whoa! What happened to you? Oh, it just moved. That's all. You're fine. No need to freak out. All right, what do you look like on mobile so far? We know that this thing needs to have you fill container. All right. Yeah, I think that'll still be fine. Fill container, because we're going to tell the component itself to fill its container as well. But I'm assuming that this is going to be more close to what it's going to look like in mobile. Which means that you need a, let's say, 14 pixel gap. And why aren't you left aligned? Because you were centered, but now you can be left aligned. Do I want that? Ooh. Oh yeah, and then push it up to the top. Okay, so we're going to change this one out here for mobile. Wait, what? Oh, all right. Okay, so now it actually is a different size. So let's fix that. You are now mobile, and we need to get rid of this variant. How do I, or not variant, property. I don't quite know how to delete a property. Interesting. Oh my gosh, why am I trying to do this on the, wait, this is the right place. I was gonna say, I thought I was using it on the instance. Oh dang, and the vertical. Nope, vertical. How to delete a property. Let's make them all the same first. Vertical, because I know how to spell. Oh, duh, I know how. Oh my gosh. Click on this and then find the property and delete it. Oh my goodness. Good job, brain. Competency level up. Okay, that's the easiest one to set up. And yes, it does do what I'm thinking it was gonna do. I don't like it. Why didn't your font size update though? Oh wait, it did that time. Ugh. We'll get there. Wait. All right, you reset. We good? Are we good? I think we're good. I think we're okay. I think we're alone now. Hero section next. hero section next. Still want to get this updated. So this is for anyone that I haven't told this to yet, which is probably none of you. This component here is the actual data entry page design component, because what I'm planning on doing is, as I update this component, then our hero section, our landing pages, this thingy preview of what the app looks like will update as we are making changes to it. And then we can come back here as we're making changes to see these two preview windows updated and this preview window updated, and it'll look beautiful. So beautiful. Okay, one thing that we can't, oh my gosh. This is gonna look terrible in mobile. No, it's not. I need to stack the logo on top of the rest of the content and it'll be fine. Right? Is that what you guys do? What do you do with your footer? You guys have a lot of stuff in your footer, so I really don't know what else to put in my footer. I guess I could put a disclaimer like some of these have, but I mean, like, these are disclaimers about their, you know, we're not a legal finance consultant agency or whatever. Actually, they do have advisory services. So anyway, they have disclaimers essentially that say, this is where we get this information. This is who does the advisory stuff. But yeah, this is kind of more what I was thinking of. Logo and then the links. But if I do have a statement that is, this app is not intended to be an app for advice or whatever, I could put it there if I'm going to deploy it, at least. But yeah, we're going to do that. So we'll start with the hero. The hero. Clean that up. The content will need a padding. Definitely have a not legal advice disclaimer. Yeah. That would be scary. Why are you still taking up so much width, though? Didn't I already shrink down? I did. Anyway, this thing needs a padding. Left and right of, I'm using 14 pixels, it looks like, for everything else, so I may as well keep 14 pixels for this. And then we'll fix the header too. So much to fix. Yeah. And the thing that I noticed on these other sites is they moved their headliner above the graphic that they have. Except in this one. But I don't really like the Wells Fargo site. Yeah, so Fidelity and Credit Karma both moved it around. Actually, can I also have I guess you can go with them. All right, so let's start with Fidelity. So Fidelity starts off with a left section and right section. And that is what we're doing. So we have left content, right content. I really like the usage of space. Thank you so much for the follow, penguins. Sorry. Fell asleep. Yeah, so they have their left section with their call to action buttons, and that turns into a top section and a bottom section. It's really nice. I really like the flow of that. And then Credit Karma. Same deal. Left section, content, call to action. Right section has an image, turns into a top section, call to action, image. And I didn't like how it looked. And I think it's because these guys have a clear separation between their top bar and the hero section. Whereas my hero section just kind of, it's borderless, and I intended it to be borderless, but maybe I need to rethink that now. Because the intent is, here's my use our app. Here's a picture of what the app looks like and how you could be using it. And then when we narrow the screen a little bit more, then it changes the orientation so that the image, or that the content and image are stacked. And actually, how far down do you go before you change? Yeah, not bad. Thank you. Oh man, I haven't heard that in such a long time. Why hasn't anyone been playing it? I love that sound. Crap, I'm not going to be able to have them be different, am I? Oh, I might. Okay, so what size are you when you hit your breakpoint? No, I want to see this screen. Dang it. Why can't I see the screen on? Dang nabbit. Forget you. Forget you. Yeah, that sound clip does not get played enough. Okay, so 768, which is where my breakpoint is. Anything smaller than 768 gets the medium view. And they already put their section content in vertical mode. At 768. Is that what we're doing? It is, but it's still taking up the entire width, which I don't mind. These pictures are good enough to... Let me put my foot in my mouth. These pictures work at the moment to be able to take up the full width. I think the reason they did it was so that they wouldn't need to have the image resize. Oh, then again, there it goes. That's so weird. So there are like 2 breakpoints that happen though. So here's 768 breakpoint. And then I made it to 760. And that's another breakpoint where the images take up the entire width. Or where the cards and the sections take up the entire width with the padding. G-Bone! Konnichiwa! How are you doing on this fantastic Wednesday? Oh, what's going on, Mouse? Why are you being weird? Ladies and gentlemen. G-Bones! No videos. Why don't you have videos? Why don't you have videos? Why don't you have bots? Oi. Oi. Why don't you have bots? Do you actually stream, by the way? I don't know if you actually stream or not. As a hobbyist programmer. I'm shouting you out anyway. Because it does look like you've streamed before. And you have 39 followers. Still, shouted you out anyway. You're going to get more followers as of right now. Surely everyone that lurks on anyone else's channel is also a streamer. Nobody watches my terrible videos. That's a lie. I just did. Well, I tried to. What were we doing? We're trying to get this thing to fit better. So I'm gonna change your size to, wait, what is the mobile form factor? Actually, you know what? I think I can tell this thing to do it. Android. So blind. Android large. And we'll make it taller. And then I'll just have to account for the padding that I'm putting on it too. Okay, so this will help me decide how to make it wider, smaller, etc. No, I needed the whole thing, please. Oh gosh, why can't I select the component? Apparently 500 people like my GitHub though. Well, feel free to share it with us then. What kind of projects do you have on your GitHub? We're trying to do the hero. So that's going to be here. What if we changed you to fill container? And have your contents scale. Can we do that? It kind of doesn't look like we can do that. Still no. Ah, okay. It's one or the other. And here it is. Oh yeah, I've definitely been to your GitHub before. Yes, I definitely have been to your GitHub before. Why am I not following you? I thought I was a good stalker. Warning, it's a bit TLDR. But it's a Mern stack Twitch bot. I could probably lift some code from you. Since I'm guessing I'll still be able to translate a lot of this to C#. Like the main thing I'd be interested in seeing is your, I was on server, is your solution for connecting to the Twitch API. Especially since it's a lot more recent than my Twitch bot. So I do also have a Twitch bot repo that we are remaking, because that's the only thing that I do. I remake stuff. I love modernizing applications, if you couldn't tell. On my GitHub, there is a Blazor Twitch bot repo that we're supposedly working on Fridays on this stream. And it is the remake of my existing Twitch bot, which is this thing here. that has just a really easy to, not easy, thrown together dashboard that here's the most recent message, JSON. Here are all of my system notifications. Here are all of the notifications from One Lion's channel. If I was in multiple channels, they would get their own section with a maximum of 50 lines or something. I don't know. So I could use that. And then I want to add a Discord bot to it. And then I want to add and then I have the Twitch game, the archery game that we have in the channel, which is this one here. Bang. Oh, he's here. He's so close. That is also, and actually I should have done it like this. Oops, I should not have navigated away from that page. Don't send responses. All right, and I'm going to redo this so that you can see it happen in here too. Cool. Okay, so this is pretty much what I have as an OBS source, which is just the URL for where the bot is running /games/ and then the settings for the game. So you could see where if I update one of these game settings here, like let's say that I wanted gravity to be less, then that updates the URL, and then I use that URL as my OBS source. That way you don't have to keep resetting the URL, the settings every single time you load the URL. And I'm sure there's a better way to do that. Whatever, it's 8.16. Then when you do shoot or pew, I'm gonna do pew. Give it an angle, and I'm just gonna be lazy and give it an angle of 1 full power. Jeez, that's loud. Sorry about that. I don't even know which volume control that was because I was freaking out. Whoa. Did either of them hit? Neither of them hit. Let's go 1.1. You know what? It's probably not loud for you. It's probably my browser that's making it so loud. I hope it's not loud for you. You will tell me if it is loud. One of them hit. Whatever. Anyway, point is, that's my bot. That's my bot. Oh, and then if I needed to inject anything into our chat bot, which is named Automated Realms, you can talk with Automated Realms if you feel like it. It is an LLM that is running on a computer that's over there. So, good day. Thanks for... What's the word for sportscaster? Are they called sportscasters? What's the term that they use for when they call a game? Thank you. Thank you for telling me. Thanks for calling my archery attempt. And then it'll respond. But then I can instruct it in this other screen and say, next time I talk about archery, tell me about how I can improve. Not yet. I said next time. I'm sad about my score. And then it'll respond, hopefully with something. Yeah, not very good. Whatever. But anyway, whatever I put in here will get added to the context, and then when you talk in chat, it'll use the extra bits of that context. The end. Automated Realms. You like Portal? So anyway, right now the bot works. I'm not sure if I can answer that question, but I can tell you what Portal is. Why aren't you allowed to answer that question? I didn't restrict you from that. What I'm trying to get at is that I have a bot that works. It does what it's supposed to do, but I want to open source it, but I don't want to open source it in the state that it's in, so then I've been trying to remake it on Fridays. And what usually ends up happening is I do get a few people in the voice channel, since Fridays are community days. Community day. And I just end up not being able to do anything typey wise because I'm involved in the conversation and I can't type and talk, apparently, when I am conversing. So anyway, the other point is that I am interested in checking out your implementation of how you do commands, how you do connect to Twitch chat, all of it. All of it. I want all of it. So anyway, I'm following you now. Are you afraid? Are you afeared? I seem to have scared him off. Today is not Community Day, though. I really need a different message for Community Day to say that Fridays are Community Day, and those are the days when I invite you into Discord voice channel, blah, 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 blah. Okay, anyway, we're still working on resizing stuff. Size is mobile. I made the title font on mobile 24. Oh my goodness, my mouse. I made the subheader 14. Interesting. I will make this smaller. I will throw you, okay? And horizontally smaller? Yeah, that sucks. Why aren't you resizing? All right, you fill contents, fill container. Not fill vertically, hug contents. Okay. That did not update you. Is it because I made changes to you? Huh? No need. Oh, it's because... Wait, what? I'm lost. Okay, did that work? Are you updated now? No. Why aren't you updated? Watashi wa confused desu. I was hoping that this instance would update as I'm updating all of the related instances. Or is it just that it actually is getting clipped? Interesting. So I have it set to fill. Oh, it's because the text content. There we go. Here we go, here we go. Fill. Yeah, you're supposed to be scaling when I resize you, dagnabbit. Why aren't you? All right then. Let's see if that actually did a thing. It would be down here. It did not do a thing. My love, don't constantly. Because you are not the mobile. Weird. Better. Better. Okay, and then what does that look like? Yeah, so once again, this should resize. I will get it to scale. It's gonna work. But this is what it currently looks like. What is that? Where is that coming from? It's not my background. Oh, that's the getting started button. Oof. More reason that I shouldn't use the there. More reason that I shouldn't use the horizontal background. Or at least I need to switch the colors, but the getting started button would get lost in there. So let's see what it looks like with the background as our diagonal. Yeah. Yeah. And there's no way to, well, I guess there is. I can make a separate background where the background image itself scales. I guess. But for now, I'm just going to move it up. Make it taller. Move it up. Yeah. Yeah, and that's what's missing from the both of these is that I had this mask on it that is not applying correctly. So I need to fix that too. Or 3, or maybe even 4. Yep. Does it really make sense to have it on these? I don't know. Wakarimasen desu. Oh, holy cow. So, there is one issue with not having my phone near me. Thanks for the slight noise. In fact, I think my phone is upstairs and that's why I didn't hear it, but my phone would have told me that we were nearing the end of the stream about 4 minutes before the end of the stream. Disfortunately, yeah, I didn't hear that and didn't realize that it is now 12 minutes past the end of the stream. So anyway, thank you all so much for hanging out with me. We'll be back on Friday for Community Day. I will post the VOD for this stream 12 minutes free. I will post the VOD for this to YouTube at some point in time in the future. Hi, Deflex. The PC is ahead. That's what's going on. My bad. My bad. It's because my phone isn't here. And it's funny though. I have this phone, which is my work number phone. Doesn't have a data plan or anything. It's just Teams. And then this thingy, which also is for work, that has Teams and email. Yeah, anyway. Neither of them have my alarms. This is a Note 8. It's like ancient. But yeah, we're rating out. Thank you all so much for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for having fun with me. Friday, Community Day. We'll have some great conversations. I know it. And maybe do a little bit of work on the bot. Other than that, we're going to head on over to Thindle, who I mentioned earlier is a fantastic app developer. Let me do a proper shout out for him. He's doing really fun stuff with e-commerce web app that he's migrating. He has done a lot of work to get it from .NET ASP Classic, ASP Web Pages, to .NET Framework, to .NET Core. But yeah, that's it. Ciao for now. See you next time. See you whenever you come back by. Hasta luego. Ciao.